Howdy my peeps and welcome. Today I'm going to be drawing this Copic piece. But before we get into all of that, I would like to give a shout out to DKD, who's the comment of the week. Thank you so much for your comment. I like reading y'all's comments, and if you'd like to be the comment of the week, all you have to do is comment on any video. I'm also on Patreon, and I also have an Etsy shop, which inshallah I'll be updating soon. So, you know, if you want to check those out, links are in the description. But anyways, the very first thing I did was go on Pinterest because I actually wasn't sure what I wanted to do, or what I wanted to draw. I kind of drew inspiration from two different pictures. There was a picture of a lady with a side profile, which you can kind of see. I didn't really position it well. It's like you see the lady with the flowers in her hair. It's the one next to it. You can't really see it, but anyways. So I used that one, and there was also another one that, where this lady had on this really vibrant blue dress, and the color of the dress like really reminds me of this Promarker that I have. So I really want to use that color. Short I don't know, I guess sidebar about that marker. I thought I lost it last year. Last year I went to Florida. I went on a vacation, oh my god, for the first time in my life. And I brought my sketchbook and some markers with me. And when I got home and unpacked, I was like, something's missing. And for a few months I thought that I had just lost it and had given up on it. But I found it in my backpack. It was tucked in one of the many pockets in my backpack. It's the, what's it called? Royal Blue Promarker. It's a really vibrant blue. I don't know, I just really like it. So, you know, it's like one of my favorite colors of markers that I own. So I just wanted to use it, and I think I saved the reference that I mentioned earlier. I think I saved it because of that marker, and I was like, I'm gonna want to use that one day because I have like the perfect color for it. But anyways, when it came to the line art, my like I was gonna like use Prismacolors. Like that was my first thought, to use the Prismacolor Premier pencil for the line art, which is what I've been doing for a minute now. But something told me to just use this Copic multi-liner instead. It's a brush pen. It's the brush medium size. I haven't used this in a minute. I want to say I saw a drawing that I did recently in which I used this pen, and so that kind of made me want to use it this time around. I forgot that I had it, honestly. So seeing that drawing kind of reminded me that I own it, and I was like, you know what, I kind of want to use it, so I did. I actually have two of these. I have one that has a finer tip. That one's called Brush Small, I think. But one, I couldn't find it, and two, I recall not liking that one as much. I remember the first time I used it, I liked it, but then the more I used the two of them, I liked the medium size a lot more. So that's the one I end up using. I do not know what the other one is, and I do not care to find it at this moment. But anyways, I wasn't sure what to do with the colors exactly. Like I knew I wanted to use that royal blue color. I kind of wanted to use some yellows, which I kind of brought some yellows into the picture later, but for the most part it's cool colors. And I don't know, I think I did set out to color someone with darker skin, but I don't think I made a definite decision. Like I knew that I wanted to, I don't know if that makes any sense. Like I knew I wanted to do it, but I don't know, that probably makes no sense. But anyways, I use like a purpley blue color, like a cool purple for the shadow areas, which is something I did recently for an acrylic painting. And I thought, you know, maybe I should try that with Copic markers. In the final, you can't really see any of the shadow, like that color, because I color over it with all these other colors, so you can't really see it. But I do feel like it adds just a little something, like a little something. You can't tell it was a purple. It looks almost green, but like in a good way, you know. My favorite part about this whole drawing, which I haven't started, well, I guess I have started. I wasn't paying attention to the footage. Anyways, I like how I colored the scarf. It's like a white scarf, but later when I add the background, which is the same color as the shadows, I ended up having to make the scarf a bit darker to match, so it wouldn't, how do you say it? Because it was looking a little too bright, just like leaving it like that, even though I think that looks nice. It looks nice against the white background, but against a darker background, it looks like it was too bright. Like it didn't look like it was a part of, like it just didn't fit in the illustration. So I ended up going over it some more with the shadow color, and I ended up coloring the entire thing with my second shadow color, which is that lighter purple you see off to the side there. I feel like those two are like really good colors for like shadows when it comes to like Copic drawings, except on some skin tones I've noticed. Like if I just use those colors like on top of browns, like I find that I don't really like it because it looks kind of muted, and that's not really the type of vibe that I like to go for. So I usually use a warmer purpley color for shadows on skin tones, but like I said, I put it under the skin tone this time, so it kind of did something different, you know. That was me being special, you know, experimenting as one does. But yeah, as you see, I added the background and the scarf just looked a little too bright, so I fixed it. I don't know if it still looks white. I feel like it kind of does. Maybe not. Hopefully. I really like how the skin tone turned out. I think it looks really nice. She has her little baby hairs and some braids and stuff, which in the reference photo that I used of the side profile, she had like some twists coming out from under her scarf. I changed the scarf. I drew it the way it was in the reference at first, but then I changed it when I went to do the line art. She's supposed to be like, you're supposed to be looking at her from behind, but I don't think I did a good job of that, is what I'm trying to say. Also, I lost some footage. I looked up and realized I wasn't recording, but basically I just went over some areas with the Prismacolor to kind of add some rim lighting, and I used my Posca Pens to also add in some lighting into coloring her earrings. So yeah, I think like yellow and purple and like I just think those two go well together and make sense because they're complementary colors. So it makes sense that they go well together. But anyways, this is how the drawing turned out. I had a lot of fun with it. It was kind of spontaneous. It was, like I said, I wasn't sure what I wanted to do today, but I'm glad that I did this and I'm proud of it. But anyways, I hope you enjoyed the drawing. I hope you enjoyed the video. Shout out to my patrons, Turtle Bun Buns, Ariana, Sister Donna 55. Thanks so much for being my patrons. I really appreciate you and everything that you do. Oh my goodness. Like I mentioned earlier, I'm on Etsy, and I'm also on these other forms of social media. Links are in the description if you're interested. But anyways, thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this one, and please enjoy the rest of your day, my peeps.